Welcome back to East Origins. We're here at the final area of the game known as the Demonic Core. And before we begin, allow me to show you this nifty little item that we have gained from the last battle, which is called the Daybreak Talisman, received from Epona. Has the power to resurrect its wearer at the moment of death, but only once. So for the time being, we're going to wear the Spirit Cape because we're not going to take any chances. Up the stairs. Actually, we're going to need to use the silver chimes because, as well as you know, the enemies here cannot be killed by normal means, and plus you're going to have to use the silver chimes mainly for this area. It's detrimental for survival. Now, following this will be the final storyline, and that's with the Claw, aka Toll. So for the most part, leveling is going to be a must in this area. For the most part, if you can reach up to, say, level 51, you got a sporting chance. Of course, there are a few goodies we can get here as well. Because we can actually max our weapon out to the fullest here. Which we'll be coming up to soon. And there we go. Now we are at level 43, so as I said before, we're going to need to be at least at the very least around level 50 something. Just to beat the game. There we go. Because in here we can get a Rota fruit. Oh, that helps so much, I swear. For the most part, I am going to level. I mean, grind, level grind. You know what? Mainly because it's required. And with that, we can use this. Yeah, just for a tiny bit, just had to lower volume because I am recording this late in the morning. Now, the trick, what you need to do for most of when you get confused, I should say. When you run across these enemies that cause confusion, I should say, the best thing for you to do is not move. Because there are some enemies that will cause confusion, so the best thing you have to do is not move. Of course, before we get to that last room, the last room will give us a boost. A boost. Yeah, it will give us a boost to our boost, so it will give us a boost upgrade. Which, believe me, you're going to need it for the final boss. Go after the flashing enemies because they will give you a passage to more access through the core, and plus you can get that lovely, lovely chest over there. Although I must admit, I do like the music for this area. Now, we'll probably follow after East Origins. I might just do Mask of the Sun, or Legend of Heroes: Trails of Tears. Sky's the limit at this point, so I don't know. There's so many games I have on Steam that I just need to get around to finishing, so I might finish them. More likely, it'll probably be before or after my vacation. More likely after vacation. Who's to say? Nice! Destroy that. Open this up to get the obsidian key. So we gotta climb up here. And if you don't know, this is the best place to actually grind for a lot of SP. And here we get the Clarier Garb, which is the best armor of the game. Now what I could possibly do is just warp myself back to the beginning of the area. Just to save myself some time, if I really want to do that. But instead, I'll just run it back to where I first began. So next thing we should do is get the final upgrade from the last room in the game. At least for Hugo's storyline, anyway. Now. And it almost seems as if there's another world on the other side of the mirror. But powerful force is preventing you from stepping within. Yes, we can't go there yet. Come on. I know I can get there. There we go. Rue appears to be hungry. I keep finding you, little ones, in the strangest places. Perhaps our fates are linked. Here. What the? Surge of power came welling up from within. Hugo is now able to burst. This is amazing. It's like a newfound power is coursing through my veins. But it's not a threatening power. It's really quite pleasant. You lot never cease to amaze me. From the bottom of my heart, I extend my utmost gratitude. So, yeah, we get burst. And believe me when I say this, but burst is definitely going to be a godsend for the final battle. When we reach Dallas. So this is a good place to basically do some extra heavy-handed grinding for SP or for some levels. Or for both. Oh, and they can also cause confusion as well as poison. But if you bolster your stats, well, it wouldn't really affect you as much. Let's see, what do I want to give myself? Yeah, of course. I think the smart thing you want to do is you want to increase your boost to level 3. Just so I could just, be just like that. Or you can hasten your skill recovery, or increase the effects of herbs. Well, let's just do that for the herbs. I think the best thing to do is, I think I'm gonna wait and just bolster my increase recovery, then possibly my MP. And let's just say right here, just in case, just in case. Just in case if I don't get any audio from this part, I got something I can fall back on. But like I said, the best place, this is probably the best place you can do mainly your last stop SP grinding is here. Especially if you get a lot of drops here. Most likely what I'm going to do in this part is get access to the mirror maze, because I already have a printout of the solution to the mirror maze, of where to go and what you can actually get there, because there's the final clear ore in that area. 20,000 SP. And I believe another pair of boots there. Called the Dark Falcon boats, I believe they're called. They might be here, or they might be... They might be here, or they might be in the mirror maze. I have to consult my notes. Really, guys. Downright dirty, you should be ashamed of yourself. Now that'll take me to the mirror maze. I don't want to go there yet. But what I want to do here is at least gain a few levels on camera. Because there's a boss coming up. And I want to at least be a little more powerful than I am right now. Just to stand a chance against him. I want to at least have a sporting chance, you know? There we go, another level. That puts me at 45. One. This is gonna be my go-to spell. With that, we drop that seal. Well, in this case, yes. And save here. And with that, let's use the obsidian key. Oh, hello. So, you've come. You're the man I saw with Epona before. I am Kishgal, warrior of the Dark Wings. Epona's told me quite a lot about you. I really don't care for fighting sorcerers. But you've come a long way to get here. Perhaps it's our destiny to meet in battle. So what do you say we get this over with? Wait! If you don't care for fighting sorcerers, then why fight me? I've no particular desire to engage in pointless combat. I may not want to fight you, but I've got a score to settle. Epona's death is on your hands, after all. How'd you learn of that so quickly? And what are you to her? I'm her big brother. Oh. What? We're a proud family of warriors. Every day of our lives is devoted to the glorious battle. My sister and I never had particularly deep bonds, but I always respected her ability, and I enjoyed sparring with her. So I think avenging her death is reason enough to put aside my general dislike of fighting sorcerers. Very well. If it's a matter of honor, who am I going to? But know that I have a duty to fulfill as well, and I don't intend to let the likes of you keep me from it. I won't hold back. I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's see what you're made of! What you want to do is, with this boss, shield up always. When he breaks it, put it back up. It's a very easy boss as long as you know to put your shield up when it's time for you to put that shield up. Or you can just get in his face, because you can afford to do it, so. So what I'm doing is constantly just... What I'm constantly doing is moving. And of course I can afford to get hit because I got enough life to deal with such. Because with that, it's over. Stay down! I get the achievement. Are you satisfied now because I have other places to be? I don't have any quarrel with you. I prefer not to keep fighting. I'm not through with you yet. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, come on, man. What? Not you two. I've released a demonic element within me, just as your brother did. The battle shall not end until one of us falls. Yeah, well, about that. Yeah, that happened. What was that? Has the ritual begun?
Good guess. Your precious shrine won't be safe in the sky for much longer.
What? My interest here has been. Let's call it about, shall we? Here. And that's what we need for the maze. The rod. Why are you... I told you, I'm not interested in fighting sorcerers. Epona's blood is on your hands, but she died protecting you and in your arms, from what I hear. She obviously saw something in you, so I figured I owe you at least as much. From here on out, though, you're on your own. Wait, before you go... Hugo took out the talisman Epona had slipped into his pocket just before she passed. I think you should have this. As a memento of your sister. The Daybreak Talisman. It's an heirloom passed down from our ancestors. Supposedly, it has the power to bring one back from the brink of death. Petrification notwithstanding, I suppose. I think she wants you to have it. But don't argue. Just take it. But in exchange, I want you to tell me one thing. When she died, was she smiling? Yes. She looked satisfied. And she said she had no regrets. Good. Well, we're kind of satisfied now, aren't we? So it's like our beef is done here. Let us leave. And on that note, I'm going to do a smart thing and save here. Like I said, save once, save often. So method. So with that, like I said before, just in case, should anything happen and the recording messes up, I have, well, level 42 to fall back on. But hopefully, that won't be the case. So next time, on A's Origin, I'll meet you at the Mirror Maze, and most likely, by then I should be a few levels stronger, and on top of that, we'll finish Hugo's storyline, and then go from there. So stay tuned. The conclusion to Hugo Fact's story continues and concludes right after this.